So this time we're going to paint the ghost with 3 different colours. First off, I've started off in order of these colours here, but that's only been applied to 2 of the ghosts, and one of these ghosts you can see attaches to the base. So the one which attaches to the base I want to keep similar to the rest of my ghosts in my army to try and keep some level of unity, even though with these I want to make it so they end up being different. Next we're going to use the Glaivewraith Flame. Next, for the third ghost, we're going to use some Mechanica Standard Grey, 1 part of that with 2 part Lamia Medium, so it's nice and watery, and we want to add this to this ghost to give it the shade. Once the paint is dried on the grey area, applied Phoenician Grey to bring out some of the uppermost areas to give a bit of a highlight. Next, I've applied a 2 part Lamia Medium with 1 part of blue. I personally would suggest if you've got one colour which is your primary colour for your ghosts, whichever that colour is, use that ghost to be the one that connects to the base. I'm now going to apply a thin layer of the blue. While I'm doing this, if you've got the time and you find the videos interesting to you, remember to subscribe. You can see now, because this one on this side was originally green and then you've added the blue one afterwards, it gives it a different colour of blue to the one on this side. Next, on this one here, which has got a mix of green and blue together, I want to use the Moot Green in a few areas just to try and add a bit of a highlight. Lastly now, on the blue one, I'm using the Corax White, again to do the same thing, just to add a few little highlights in different places. This miniature was painted basically the same as the other miniatures in this video. We've started off with a green ghost, then we've had a green ghost with a blue wash over it, and then we've had 2 blue ghosts. This last one here was done slightly different. Instead of starting with a grey paint, we started off with a white paint first, then we put the wash with Mechanica Standard Grey over it, and finally we put white on it for some highlights. And we're now going to add one last colour. So for the last colour for here, we're using Corn Red, and we thinned it down with Lamia Medium, so hopefully it should be a nice watery amount. You can see that the highlights and the shading will come through once the paint's had time to dry. Lastly, the red ghost had 2 coats of the thin down blue applied to it, just to tone the red down some. If you like the video, remember to like, share, and click on the button on the lower right hand side to subscribe.